Welcome to the northwest side of Fort Wayne today, guys. I have an awesome home to show you in Timber Ridge today. All right, before we head inside, guys, I want to talk to you about area, location, and some of these unique and special exterior features that are absolutely loaded. We've got a ton of features on the interior, and that is also carried to the outside as well. Location, we're in the highly sought after Timber Ridge subdivision, and then specifically there's a sub-community called Graystone. This is an exclusive, quality crafted, single family home built villa section with low villa dues, so extremely low maintenance. To show you that it's a quality crafted home, they have their what they're known for, these little plates in the concrete. So we've got a nice quality crafted built home. I'm obviously a snob when it comes to new construction because my brother and I build. These guys do a great job, and the quality really does show, and I'm going to show you how and why. So on the approach, right off the rip, we've got a lot of detail. We have amazing stonework that goes from obviously the ground all the way up to the gables. But what really sets this home apart is the way a lot of this stuff is flashed, the kick boot flashing on the gutter system, and just the millwork, the pretty corbels on the overhang of the garage. Tastefully done. It's really beautiful. I love the limestone arch right in front of the entryway. The puffer belly trail is right here, so you can get, all the way down to downtown Fort Wayne, or you can keep going north. One detail that I love, and I think it's kind of silly, but it's stuff that I notice and appreciate, down to the clean out. You guys wouldn't even know or see that clean out is there because the builder took the time to paint the clean out the color of the mulch that the house has. And that just shows someone cared when they built this house. Traditionally, that's just white PVC that sticks out like a sore thumb. Obviously, that wouldn't look great with all this beautiful stonework, but they took that extra step and, painted that, finished it to just kind of camouflage and go with the rest of the home. We're in the Cedar Canyon Elementary school system. Cedar Canyon is, I can literally see it. It's right there. So if that's important to you, this could be a great option. Thank you guys for joining me inside. I can't wait to show you this beautiful home. We're just gonna hop right into the full house tour. Right now we're standing in the entryway, which would be the foyer. We've got hard surface LVP flooring throughout this entire main area. We've got carpet in the bedrooms, which we'll show you here shortly. But what I want to show you guys in this space is the amount of detail and the level of quality. The level of construction is very quality, and that's not a pun intended because this house was built by Quality Crafted Homes, but this was very well built and there's a lot of detail. So I mean, right away, it shows as soon as you step in. We've got a nice frosted glass detail front door that's allowing, some natural daylight. We have a crown molding tray ceiling with a chandelier coming out on the foyer, and it's a split level floor plan. So this is a large ranch. We're just over 2,000 square feet. It's 2,066 to be exact. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 full bath. And again, it's split level. So we have the primary on one side, and then we have the auxiliary bedrooms on the other. And then we also have a formal office den. It's my favorite part of this whole house, if I'm being honest with you. But again, right as you walk in, we've got all those details. And then we have this entire main concept or open concept living space. And just right away, there's so much detail. I don't even know where to start. But just notice, again, the LVP hardwood floors. We have stained crown molding on the ceiling. We have this stunning stone fireplace that is that goes from the floor all the way to the ceiling. We've got a nice wood traditional crown molding mantle that's also stained and finished the same way as the crown molding in the house. And what's great is the color scheme in here is it's very tastefully done. There's a lot of positive contrast. This kind of gives me like old Italy, European vibes in terms of just the color palette. We've got some natural stonework. We've got some really rich, millwork, and like even the painted cabinets. It's not a traditional white. This is like a cream based with like a matte finish, and it's just very elegant. It's very nice. But this is obviously the living room as well as the kitchen. We've got 10-foot ceilings here in the living room with that crown molding, and then we've got 9-foot ceilings here in the kitchen and the dining space. But again, we've got that, looks like a 42-inch or 36-inch majestic gas fireplace. We have some amazing windows on the back wall overlooking your outdoor covered patio that we'll show you here in a little bit. The bottom two are picture windows molded together with two transoms up top, allowing a lot of natural daylight into the space. And then we have a very large, oversized island in the home with your dual sink in the island itself with a nice overhang. These are granite countertops. We have a really nice tile backsplash. And again, this color, it's a matte finish, but it's kind of like a cream based. And notice the detail. It's their shaker style cabinets. We have that traditional crown molding. It's painted to match. That's the same detail and millwork that you see in the mantle, as well as the crown molding in the great room. And then you've got your formal pantry, which is very spacious. It's L-shaped. We've got a just your standard, pantry shelving system for just all the things. All of the appliances you see here are included in the sale, and a lot of this furniture is also negotiable with the sale as well. So if you guys want something that's really fully furnished and really turnkey, we can talk about that, with a price. But right off of the kitchen, we have an oversized dining nook, dining room, dining space. If you're after something that has that open concept feel, but still has enough space, because again, this is a larger ranch. This isn't a little 12 to 1500 square foot ranch. This is over 2,000 square feet, on one story, not including, the outdoor spaces and the oversized 3-car garage. This is a very nice sized, dining room table. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 seats here. And to be truthful, you could go a little bit bigger, if you wanted to. But it's surrounded by windows. So we've got 2 casement windows on the back wall in the middle of a picture window that's all molded together. And then this LVP is carried through here. And then this is your entryway to your covered back patio that also has a lot of glass. Just gives you that easy flow to living. If you guys are entertaining, if you want to, be inside and then float to outside. But let's go ahead and pop out here and let me show you guys this space. All right, so let's pop out here real quick, guys. This is also one of my favorite spaces in the house because it's just not typical to get a setup like this at this price point with this newer grade construction as well as the quality construction. But we have a very nice covered, and I emphasize covered, back porch here. And this is easily, just off the rip, we're probably 7-8 feet wide by, I bet, 12 feet, 13 feet, in width. We've got some nice columns. We've got some oversized perforated soffit. We've got a nice outdoor ceiling fan. And then notice we've got 2 outdoor speakers here too. There's a pretty sophisticated sound system in the home. I'll point out some of the ceiling mounted speakers throughout the house, but we also have 2 outside. So if you guys, like I said, are entertaining, or, you just like a little bit of music, when you're dining or just kind of hanging out, it's pretty nice. But in addition to this covered space, we've got a nice oversized textured as well. This was intentional. Textured concrete patio. This is probably like a 13 by 15-ish. There's some nice curvature to it, so it's not like your standard, square that you would see in like a standard built home. And then it's very beautifully landscaped and very private. We have these hedges on the back wall here, as well as on the side here. And it just kind of creates a really nice intimate setting to just hang out, dine, entertain, all that fun stuff. All right, guys, let's pop back into the home here. And before we check out the primary, let's go check out the office, which is my favorite room, I think, in the whole house, and the extra bedrooms. So like I said, this is my favorite space in the whole house. This is your formal office. I think what I love about this space so much is truly the fireplace. I love the wood stained French doors because again, I like the two-tone, I like the textures, the color, everything is consistent. We have this nice, and this was not by design, but I'm wearing an icy blue suit today. This is kind of the color on the wall. It's like an icy blue, gives me kind of like a subtle coastal vibe. And then we have some nice, it's like a very dark oak floor that has some rich browns and grays that pull in this stained wood, which is like a chestnut color, a very deep, rich chestnut. And that's what the French doors are stained as well as this mantle. We have the same stone in this space that we do from floor to ceiling in the living room, but this is in your office. And we've got another mantle in here. And what's cool about this mantle and what I want to point out, because again, you're getting more for your money here, is traditionally for a house in this price point and just in this area in general, you just have a front facing mantle. A little detail I want to show you, it's probably going to be easier to show you on this side. And this also does this in the living room as well. The mantle wraps around the cased, the framing for the fireplace. So traditionally the mantle would stop here and you would just have some drywall, and sometimes even the stone wouldn't be wrapped. The stone is wrapped around it entirely, as well as the mantle. And those little subtle details just elevate the space. It shows the intentionality of the design and the construction, and I absolutely love it. So, but yeah, this is an oversized. This too looks like this is not a small guy. This is probably a 36 or 42 inch gas fireplace, which is right here. These have backup systems as well. So you could put usually 2 D-cell batteries down there, and it'll still operate through the switch in the event the power gets shut off, which will put out some heat, which is nice. But we've got 2 windows on the front of the home that bring in some natural daylight. And yeah, it's just a really nice, intimate, setting to have a formal office, den, study, or an additional sitting room if you guys have kids and you don't need, a home office. This is just a really quaint, cozy, cute space. So we're back in the foyer. Adjacent from the office is bedroom 2, 3, and that full bath. So through this cased opening, which again, this is not painted white. This is this cream color that is painted with the kitchen cabinets and the island. So it all is cohesive and it all, matches, as well as the interior doors. Those details matter. But through this cased opening, we've got bedroom 2, which is on the front of the house. We've got a nice pad of carpet. I can tell there's an elevated pad underneath this carpet. And yeah, just your nice standard, second bedroom. We've got a closet in here. We've got some operational windows on the front of the house, bringing in some daylight. The higher ceiling height, this is 9-foot ceilings in here, ceiling fan light combo. And then between each bedroom, you got your hall linen closet, and then you've got your full bath. This is not your standard full bath, guys. So we have tile in the floor that plays very well with the color palette. We have an oversized vanity. This is taller, whiter. We have granite countertops in here. And then you've got your fiberglass tub shower combo. There's also a linen closet in here. So it's very spacious. There's a lot of room. This is the bathroom that bedroom 2 and 3 would use, as well as your guests. And then on the back side of the house, it's just kind of mirrored. You have bedroom number 3. This bedroom is a little bit bigger because it's kind of tucked away back here, but it's a very similar setup to the bedroom on the front of the house. We've got that same grayish carpet in here with that elevated pad. And then you've got your window looking out the back of the house. You got your ceiling fan light combo, and then you got a nice closet in here. All right, guys, so now let's go check out the primary suite. So through this cased opening, actually, before we get to the cased opening, a couple details I want to show you guys in here that I forgot to mention earlier. We've got USB ports on the back wall in island. We've got some plugs in the island as well. And then here are some of those ceiling mounted speakers for that sophisticated sound system that I was telling you guys about. Okay, through this cased opening, you're gonna find the primary retreat. I like how this is positioned. It's on the back side of the house, behind the garage, and it's also away from bedroom 2 and 3. And it's just very grand, it's very spacious. We've got a nice tray ceiling with a light detail with that same crown molding. However, it's painted the same color as the trim in the interior door. So it's a little different than what's in the living room because that's stained. But again, it all matches. It's very beautiful. We've got 2 casement windows on the back side of the house, bringing in some natural daylight for the room. And guys, this bedroom is massive. And then through the bedroom, we have your formal ensuite. And I really like the design of this floor plan because it was built, you could just tell it was designed with intention, and no wasted space is here. And notice the pocket door. Okay, so you have a nice pocket door. And the reason I bring that to your attention is we have a series of pocket doors here that really maximize this entire ensuite. And right when you walk in, just to talk about some of the materials in this ensuite, we've got your dual vanity, we've got granite countertops, we've got tile floors, the same tile that's in the second bathroom. And then we have a no curb. So we have a no curb corner walk-in shower that's doorless, which is really cool. So if you're older and you're downsizing and you don't want to, have to stumble or what have you, or you just like that clean, linear, modern look, this is really cool. We've got a couple of chrome hooks that match all of the plumbing fixtures in this space. And we have a beautiful custom tile shower. I love what they did here because we have what look to be 12 by 12 tiles that emulate what's on the floor. And then you go down to this little trim detail of these little, look to be like 2-3 inch by 2-3 inch squares of that same texture, but it adds a different pattern. And then there's a third stack where they're in a diamond shape, but this is a little bit more wavy. So it's really pretty. I like the texture. I like the natural element that it gives. And then there's a really nice transom window up here, up high, to allow some natural daylight in this space. But we've got 2 can lights. There's an alcove. There's a bench. And again, we have another linen closet in here. We've got your dual vanity. It's oversized. And then you've got your stool here. And then here's the second pocket door of 3 that I was talking to you guys about, entering into the primary walk-in closet. So you get a nice pocket door here. It just maximizes this entire space. And guys, this walk-in closet is huge. I guess it's one of the biggest walk-in closets I've seen in a home this size, probably in my career, which is pretty neat. So we've got that same carpet that's in here. We've got a standard closet shelving system. But what's super convenient and what I like about the design in terms of functionality and just day-to-day use, you have another closet pocket door here through the closet, and this is your laundry room. So you've got your clothes washer and dryer, and then you've got adjacent to those units, you have a nice lower cabinet with a folding table and then a little alcove for, hampers. Maybe you've got, dogs or cats. That'd be good space to put their food and water, things of that nature. But through this pocket door, we're back into the hallway that led us to the primary ensuite, the cased opening into the living area, and then to the garage. Right outside the service door garage, we have a nice locker system. It's a good unloading station for, jackets, shoes, bags, etc. And then guys, wait till you see this oversized 3-car garage because it is massive, which is great because this is how garages should be built, in my opinion. But what's really cool about this space, obviously, it's a true, 3-car garage. It's finished, it's painted, it's trimmed, and you got a nice alcove back here. Now, this is traditionally where, in this area at least, you would see your mechanical systems. So you'd see your furnace, you'd see your water heater, you'd see your mana block. What I love about what Quality Crafted did is they removed those and they put them in a semi-finished room. And the reason this is so cool is A, serviceability, B, functionality. So you actually get to use, all this space in your garage. But 3, this will increase the longevity of these units because it's not predisposition to the conditions, meaning the fluctuation in temperature, with the door going up and down. Because think about it, guys, these have metal parts, and some of these parts can be susceptible to, humidity and just rigid temperatures. And when you can get your mechanicals in a finished, just out of the way, even if it's in a semi-finished area like this, it elevates it. If you can get it in a finished conditioned area, that's even better. But at this price point, I love that it's tucked away. It's easy to service. It's relatively, outside of the elements. And I just think it's great. We got a nice little window here that brings in some daylight for it as well. So major selling point. All right, guys, if you've made it this far in the video, like always, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want more info on this property, just hit your boy up. I'll see you guys in the next one.